Summit Hydraulics John Deere, Third Function Valve Kit, Installation Video. The Third Function Valve Kit is designed to work with the following John Deere models. The tractor shown in this video might not match your exact model. The following parts are included with your assembly. For any replacement parts, or hardware, please refer to contact at summit-hydraulics.com. For all included parts, and hardware, please refer to the instructional manual. The following tools are recommended for this installation. We recommend using a torque wrench when tightening, instead of an impact wrench. Please torque to the specifications shown in the instructions. Initial preparations. Before you begin the installation, please make sure to read the instructional manual thoroughly, as it contains important safety warnings and assembly tips. The following safety steps need to be followed prior to installation of this valve kit. First, park the tractor on a flat surface. Place gear shift lever in park. Turn off engine and remove the ignition key. Second, place chocks in front and behind tractor's left rear wheel. After the tractor is secured, locate the hardware and lubricate all threads and O-rings with hydraulic fluid. We recommend that all Summit Hydraulics products be installed by an experienced professional. Step 1. Initial assembly. Begin by locating the valve assembly. There is a cardboard plate on the bottom of the valve assembly, held in place by 4 plastic inserts. Remove the inserts, and discard the cardboard plate. After removing the cardboard plate, insert the 4 Allen screws through the top holes, as shown. Locate, and attach the manifold. Ensure the P on the valve is aligned with the pinhole on the manifold, and push the valves into place. Make sure the screws match the manifold holes, and fully tighten the screws using an Allen wrench. Torque the screws to 2 foot-pounds. Next, install a 3/8 inch JIC male adapter and a SAEORB male adapter into both P and T ports on the valve assembly. Tighten the adapters using an open-end wrench. On the opposite side, install 2 SAE male adapters into both A and B ports. Tighten the adapters using an open-end wrench. Take care not to over-tighten. Next, pre-assemble the quick coupler, crossbeam mounting bracket. Install 2 3/8 inch JIC bulkhead adapters to the quick coupler mounting bracket. The adapters go facing out, on the short side of the brackets, with the nuts on the outside, as shown. Tighten the adapters using an open-end wrench. After the adapters are secured, install 2 number 8 O-rings to the short threaded side of the bulkhead adapters. Then, attach 1 male and 1 female coupler to the JIC bulkhead adapters. Tighten the adapters using an open-end wrench, and take care not to over-tighten. Step 1 is now complete. Step 2, valve installation. Locate the right side of the loader arm frame. Identify the mounting hardware that is holding the loader arm pillar to the tractor. There are 3 bolts. Remove the top 2, factory hardware highlighted in red. Next, locate the 2 metal spacers, and align the spacers to both holes from previously removed hardware. Locate the TFK valve mount bracket, and secure the TFK valve mount bracket to the tractor using 2 bolts and 2 washers. The 2 metal spacers go on the inside, while the bracket and hardware go on the outside of the tractor, as shown. Push the TFK valve mount bracket into place, and align it with the 2 metal spacers. Fully tighten the bolts using an open-end wrench. Torque the bolts using 20 foot-pounds. Next, connect the valve manifold assembly to the TFK valve mount bracket, using 2 socket head cap screws. Place the manifold assembly on the inside of the bracket, with the A and B ports facing up. Matching the holes on the bracket, push the manifold in place, and fully tighten the screws using an Allen wrench. Torque the screws using 12 foot-pounds. Step 2 is now complete. Step 3, pressure and line installation. For this step, you will need to access the power beyond port on the selective control valve. Remove all necessary parts from your tractor to access the selective control valve. Follow factory procedures to remove components based on your specific John Deere tractor model. Once you have access, locate the power beyond port on the selective control valve SCV. A steel line is connected to this power beyond pressure port, and the steel line is routed as a return to the transmission tank, as shown. Locate the proper steel line for pressure to the tank return. This steel line will need to be removed, and the hydraulic line will be routed as shown. One end of the hydraulic line will connect to the P port on the valve body, and the other end will connect to the Power Beyond port on the SCV. Remove this steel line from the SCV and the transmission tank. Then, connect one end of the hydraulic pressure hose to the Power Beyond port on the SCV, and connect the other end to the P port on the valve body. Route the hydraulic line under the tractor as required. Fully tighten the hydraulic line using an open-end wrench. Next, connect one end of the hydraulic return hose to the top of transmission tank, and connect the other end to the T port on the valve body. Route the hydraulic line under the tractor as required. Fully tighten the hydraulic line using an open-end wrench. Using the provided zip ties, secure the pressure and tank lines to minimize movement during tractor operation. Step 3 is now complete. Step 4, attaching the crossbeam coupler mount. Begin by locating the right side of the loader arm crossbeam. Attach the quick coupler mounting bracket to right side of loader arm crossbeam. Utilize the 2 clamps to tighten the quick coupler mounting bracket to the loader arm crossbeam. Push the bracket into place, with the couplers facing forward as shown, and tightly secure using the clamps. Next, the A and B work line hoses will need to be routed along the loader arm, and through the loader loop bracket to the quick coupler mounting bracket. Locate the A and B work line hoses. Leave the ends with the JIC fittings alone, and connect the 3/8 adapters to the A and B work line hoses on the opposite ends. Fully tighten the adapters using an open-end wrench. After the adapters are secured, connect the 1/4 inch quick couplers to the 3/8 adapters. Fully tighten the couplers using an open-end wrench. Finally, route the A and B work lines as required, and connect the female couplers on the hoses to the male couplers on the valve manifold. Connect the JIC fitting on the A and B work line hoses to the 3/8 bulkhead fittings, on the quick coupler mounting bracket on the loader arm crossbeam. Make sure the work lines are tightly secured. Secure the hydraulic hoses with zip ties as needed, to keep away from moving parts. Step 4 is now complete. Step 5, joystick switch installation. Begin by removing the existing knob from end of the control lever. Rotate, and remove the knob. Next, attach the joystick handle switch. Using an Allen wrench, loosen the 4 tightening bolts on the side of the joystick handle switch. The joystick bottom has an adjustable bushing, and can be adjusted as needed to obtain a rough fit. Slide the bushing over the control lever, and tighten the bolts on the side of the joystick handle switch. Orient the handle as needed that works best for you, and then fully tighten. Run the wire alongside the control lever, and feed the wire through the boot. Slide the boot off, and feed all wiring through the boot. Slide the wiring down through the loader valve cover. Take care not to pinch or cut the cables. Properly route the wiring, and use zip ties to secure the routing in place. Next, connect the plastic Deutsch connectors on the wiring harness, to the valve body. There are ports on the valve body. Secure, and clip the connectors in place. After all wiring is in place, you will need access to the battery. Remove the front cover as needed, and pull out the battery. Connect the harness Deutsch connector to the switch Deutsch connector. The connectors should easily fit, and clip into place. Finally, connect the power and ground cables to the battery. Connect the black ground terminal end to the battery's negative post, and connect the red positive terminal end to the battery's positive post. Tighten as needed. Congratulations! Installation of the John Deere third function valve kit is now complete. You may now proceed and do an operation check. Upon completion of installation, ensure all connections are tight and secure. Connect the hydraulic implement hoses to the quick couplers on the crossbeam coupler mount. Operate the hydraulics using 2-button joystick. After hoses and cylinders are full of hydraulic fluid, check the hydraulic fluid levels of your machine. If low, add hydraulic fluid. Do not use your new valve kit until it has been fully assembled and inspected for correct performance, in accordance with the instructional manual. Enjoy your new John Deere third function valve kit. Brought to you by Summit Hydraulics.